When was the last time you stopped mid-scroll, glanced at your retirement account, and asked yourself, which quiet decision today could shape every paycheck I earn from now on? I'm not talking about gambling on a hot tip or chasing the next get-rich rumor. I mean one steady move, simple enough to make before your coffee cools, that shifts your cash onto a track where each dollar secretly recruits new dollars. Meet Sarah. She's 45, works 50 hours a week at a job she hates, and her biggest financial decision is whether she can afford the name brand cereal this week. Her retirement account? A measly $23,000 that won't even cover a year of basic expenses. She's trapped in the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle, watching her dreams of retirement slip away with every passing year. Now meet David. Same age, but he wakes up every morning to dividend payments hitting his account. $3,500 or more every single month, like clockwork. No boss screaming at him, no alarm clock jarring him awake, no stress about paying bills. His money works harder than most people do, and it never takes a sick day. The difference between Sarah and David isn't luck, inheritance, or some secret trading strategy. It's one simple ETF called SCHD and a calculator that shows you exactly how much you need to invest to generate $3,500 a month in dividends. By the end of this video, you'll know the exact dollar amount you need, 3 different strategies to get there, and why SCHD might be the most powerful retirement tool you've never heard of. But first, let me show you why traditional retirement advice is completely broken. Here's what every financial advisor tells you. Save 10% of your income for 40 years, hope the market doesn't crash when you retire, then slowly sell off your investments and pray you don't outlive your money. This is financial insanity. You're basically playing Russian roulette with your future. What happens when you're ready to retire and the market crashes 30% like it did in 2008? You're forced to sell your investments at massive losses just to pay for groceries. What happens when you're 80 years old and your money runs out? You're completely screwed with no way to recover. The harsh reality? The average retiree needs between $3,200 and $4,500 per month just for basic expenses. Social Security pays maybe $1,900 per month if you're lucky. That leaves a gap of anywhere from $700 to $2,000 every single month that you need to fund yourself. But what if there was a better way? What if, instead of selling your investments for income, they paid you directly every month? What if your income actually grew over time instead of shrinking? That's the power of dividend investing, and SCHD is the ultimate secret weapon. SCHD, the Schwab U.S. Dividend Equity ETF, isn't just another boring index fund. This is a carefully engineered wealth-building machine that holds a hand-picked portfolio of America's highest quality dividend-paying companies. Here's what makes SCHD absolutely incredible. Ultra-low fees. SCHD charges just 0.06% in annual fees. That means you pay only $6 per year for every $10,000 invested. Compare that to actively managed funds that charge 1 to 2% annually, and you're keeping an extra $140 to $194 per $10,000 every single year. It's a dividend growth machine. SCHD has grown its dividend payments by an average of 12.2% per year since inception. Your income literally doubles roughly every 6 years without you investing another penny. Battle-tested holdings. These aren't speculative tech startups. SCHD holds blue-chip companies that have survived multiple recessions, wars, and market crashes while continuing to pay and raise their dividends. The top holdings include ABBVIE at 4.7%, Coca-Cola at 4.6%, Amgen at 4.5%, and Cisco Systems and Pfizer both at 4.3%. Consistent performance. Since inception in October 2011, SCHD has delivered a 12.9% annualized return. That's total returns including both dividends and price appreciation. But here's the secret sauce. SCHD doesn't just pay you today, it pays you more every year. While bonds pay fixed rates that get destroyed by inflation, SCHD's dividend payments actually outpace inflation by a massive margin. To generate $3,500 per month in dividends, that's $42,000 per year, from SCHD, here's the math. SCHD's current yield is 3.5%. Your target annual income is $42,000. You calculate your required investment by dividing $42,000 by the current yield. That equals $1,200,000. I know what you're thinking. I don't have $1.2 million. But hold on, because this is where the story gets incredibly interesting. That $1.2 million is just a starting point. But SCHD's dividend growth completely changes the game in ways that will blow your mind. Let's say you somehow manage to invest $1.2 million in SCHD today. Here's what your income would look like over time. Year 1, $3,500 per month in dividends. In Year 5, $4,900 per month in dividends. Year 10, $6,860 per month in dividends. In Year 15, $9,604 per month in dividends. And by Year 20, you're earning $13,446 per month in dividends. Your $3,500 monthly income becomes over $13,000 monthly in just 20 years without you investing another single penny. That's the power of dividend growth compounding working in your favor. But obviously, most people don't have $1.2 million lying around to invest immediately. So, let me show you 3 realistic strategies that can get you there, starting with whatever amount you can afford today. First is the pure SCHD approach. This is the ultimate simplicity strategy. Go all in on SCHD and let time work its magic. Starting at age 35 with 30 years to retirement, you invest $1,280 monthly for a total of $460,800 over 30 years. Your final portfolio value is $1,560,000, and your monthly dividend income will be $4,550. If you start at age 45, you need to invest $2,850 monthly. You'll invest a total of $684,000 over 20 years, and your final portfolio value will be $1.2 million. Your monthly dividend income will be $3,500. Starting at age 50 with 15 years to retirement, you need to invest $4,200 monthly. You'll invest a total of $756,000 over 15 years with a final portfolio value of $1.2 million and $3,500 in monthly dividend income. Notice the brutal pattern here? Every single year you wait to start, the monthly investment requirement jumps dramatically. Time is either your greatest asset or your worst enemy. There's no middle ground. The pure SCHD approach offers incredible simplicity. One ETF, one decision, maximum results. You get consistent dividend growth averaging 12.2% annually, lower volatility than growth stocks, and automatic diversification across 103 holdings. Strategy number 2, the SCHD plus VTI combo. This is where smart investors supercharge their wealth building. By combining SCHD with VTI, the Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF, you get the best of both worlds. Use a 50-50 strategy. Put 50% in SCHD for dividend income and stability, and 50% in VTI for total market growth and diversification. VTI owns literally every publicly traded company in the United States with an ultra-low 0.03% expense ratio and historical returns of over 10% annually. The math: a blended yield of 2.6% and a required investment of $1,615,000. That's more than pure SCHD, but here's why this strategy is superior. Starting at age 35 with a 50-50 SCHD VTI portfolio, you invest $1,365 per month, have a final portfolio of $1,670,000 and monthly dividend income of $3,625. You invest slightly more per month, but end up with a larger portfolio. Plus, you get exposure to the entire US economy. This is the strategy many people opt for. It's the perfect balance of growth and income. For younger investors who can afford to be more aggressive, the 40% SCHD, 60% VTI approach maximizes long-term wealth building. Starting at age 25 with a 40-60 SCHD VTI allocation, you need to invest $950 per month. By age 65, you will have invested $456,000 and have a final portfolio value of more than $2.1 million, and your monthly dividend income will exceed $5,250. By starting early and accepting a slightly lower current yield, you end up with significantly more income in retirement. Don't have thousands per month? Here are some acceleration hacks that can cut years off your timeline. Hack number 1. Tax refund boost. The average American gets a $2,800 tax refund. Invest this annually and reach your goal 3 to 4 years faster. Hack number 2. Side hustle accelerator. Add $500 per month from freelancing, selling items, or part-time work. This reduces your timeline by 5 to 7 years. Hack number 3. Expense optimization. Cut one major expense like a $200 cable bill. Redirect this to investing. Hack number 4. Windfall strategy. Bonuses, inheritance, insurance payouts. Dump these into your SCHD portfolio for massive acceleration. So take your base investment of $1,000 per month and add in $233 per month for your tax refund, $300 per month for your side hustle, and expense cuts of $200 per month, and your monthly investment has grown to $1,733 per month. This combination gets you to $3,500 per month dividends 8 to 10 years faster. But here's what most people miss. Dividend growth doesn't stop when you retire. Your income keeps growing after you stop working. Let's say you hit your $1.2 million target. In year 1 of retirement, you collect $3,500 per month. In year 5, that increases by 40% to $4,900 per month. By year 10, you are collecting $6,860 per month, a 96% increase. And by year 15 of retirement, your monthly dividend income is $9,604 for a 174% increase. Your retirement income nearly triples over 15 years without you lifting a finger. And inflation? While expenses grow 3% annually, SCHD's dividends grow at 12.2%. Your purchasing power actually increases throughout retirement. After 20 years of retirement, your original $1.2 million could be worth more than $4 million while paying you over $13,000 per month. Of course, all calculations assume dividend reinvestment plans or DRIP. Instead of receiving cash, dividends automatically buy more shares. Those shares generate more dividends, which buy even more shares. It's compound interest on steroids. Without DRIP, you'd need significantly more investment to reach the same targets. Most brokers offer DRIP for free. And even though SCHD's dividends are qualified dividends, taxed at favorable capital gains rates of between 0 and 20% depending on your income, taxes can eat into your portfolio. So use tax-advantaged accounts if you can. Your 401k or a Roth or traditional IRA will help considerably. But make sure to avoid these wealth-destroying mistakes. Mistake number 1. Trying to time the market. SCHD investing is about time in the market, not timing the market. Dollar cost averaging beats market timing 90% of the time. Mistake number 2. Taking dividends as cash. Every $100 dividend spent today could be worth $500 or more in 20 years through reinvestment. Mistake number 3. Panic selling. SCHD dropped 30% in March 2020, then recovered to new highs by year-end. Panic sellers locked in losses while patient investors got rich. Mistake number 4. Not starting. Starting with $100 per month is infinitely better than $0 per month next year. Every month you delay costs thousands in future income. Mistake number 5. Chasing higher yields. SCHD's boring 3.5% yield has grown consistently for over a decade. Quality beats yield every time. But here's a reality check. $3,500 per month is solid income, not quit your job and buy a yacht money. $42,000 per year can cover modest housing, basic living expenses, healthcare, transportation, and reasonable entertainment depending on where you live. In low-cost areas, this is comfortable living. In expensive cities, it's survival mode. But this income grows every year while expenses stay relatively flat. The real power comes from combining SCHD dividends with other income sources like part-time work, Social Security, or other retirement accounts. Look, I've just handed you the exact blueprint that separates the financially free from the financially trapped. You now know the precise numbers, 3 strategies, and acceleration hacks to get $3,500 per month in dividends. But here's the brutal truth. 95% of people who watch this will do absolutely nothing. They'll bookmark it, share it, get excited, then go back to their old habits. The 5% who succeed, they take action. Today. Not tomorrow, not next week, not when they have more money. Today. So here is your mission. Step 1. Open a brokerage account this week. Fidelity, Schwab, Vanguard, pick one and start. Step 2. Set up automatic investing. Even $100 per month to begin. The habit matters more than the amount. Step 3. Buy your first shares of SCHD and feel the power of owning America's dividend machine. And if this opened your eyes to what's possible with SCHD, smash the subscribe and like buttons because I'm breaking down topics like this to help you grow your wealth every week. The clock is ticking. Your dividend empire starts now.